In our last video, we went over the design concepts behind Witchband Dora and her gang, as well as some background information on the designers themselves. We recommend watching it before this video for reference, which you can find a link to in the description below. This time we'll be taking a look at the Dora monsters that the Zyurangers fight. The majority of the monsters are influenced from mythical and fairy tale creatures and gods, and we'll be analysing how their fables were incorporated into them. Titans were giant deities of incredible strength, who ruled during the legendary Golden Age and part of Greek mythology. Dora Titan was never seen in human-sized form, as his name implies. The original design of Dora Titan was rejected by the main writer, and later repurposed for Dora Knight. Early depictions of skeletons showed them to be dancing rather than to be a violent creature. It could be possible that they drew inspiration from Jason and the Argonauts and the groundbreaking stop-motion skeleton army. In episode 3, the Zyurangers are desperately searching for the legendary weapons on the continent of despair, an island designed to be a maze-like challenge, so only those worthy can receive them. In Greek mythology, the Minotaur dwells within the centre of an intricate labyrinth. Dora's Sphinx's design is what you would expect from a sphinx: the body of a lion, the wings of a crow, and a serpent-headed snake. Dora's Sphinx's gimmick of asking riddles is based on Greek mythology, of asking passing buyers the most famous riddle in the world. Which creature has one voice and yet becomes four-footed and two-footed and three-footed? The same riddle that Dora's Sphinx opens with in episode 5. The answer, of course, is man. A man crawls on all fours as a baby, walks on 2 feet as an adult, and walks with a cane in old age. In the Tengu legends, goblins would kidnap and eat children, much like the Dora version. Invisibility is one of their powers, like he used in the episode, but not being visible to adults is limited to Zyuranger. Goblins in recent popular culture have become green, but their original depictions are short, grotesque dwarfs, much like their design here. The script required that he had an accordion, which was not included in the original design. However, since they did not think he could fight with it, they gave him a rake to use as a weapon instead. Circe, a Greek goddess, turned her victims into animals, whose food that she laced with a potion, which her thirst were pigs. This would be adapted into the episode's plot with Dora Circe, who would have the form of a pig with an unquenchable hunger that the Zyurangers would use to their advantage by poisoning his food. A cockatrice is a creature born from a cockerel egg, with a serpent-like creature body and the head of a rooster. The monster resembles very little of the creature from literature, including the scissors and the ability to cut through space and time. The scissors themselves were a request from the main writer. Jinn is the Arabic word for genie. While following the more pop culture version of genie in Zyuranger, originally they were helpful creatures that even appeared in the Quran, having nothing to do with wishes. His design was actually based on Anubis, the Egyptian god who judges deceased souls on whether they can pass to the realm of the dead. Argus is a giant in Greek mythology that is often said to have 100 eyes. While depictions of him are usually in human form, the Zyuranger version decided to make a creature that was entirely made up of eyes that could disassemble and reassemble at whim. He had the ability to see around himself, so the Zyurangers were unable to attack him without being seen. Using the eyes as a primary weapon to shoot lasers has no connection to Argus, nor the creature Cyclops, and is rather a product of popular media and the X-Men character. He even has eyes on his fingers, which you might not notice during the episode itself, and was also quite difficult to create when making the suit. The episode's plot is taken from 2 different stories, the first being Snow White, where the evil witch poisons an apple that the princess eats, sending her into an eternal sleep, which Pandora does to May, and Landon, a serpent-like dragon that guards golden apples. Except in the episode, the golden apple is Landon's weakness, which when destroyed, weakened him enough that the Zyurangers could overpower him. Now while some of the monsters have been based on rich, fictional entities, some are really just based on what you'd expect them to be. It's not to say that they were poorly designed or written, but they're just straight up monsters from different things. Dora Tortoise is a tortoise, with attached traffic lights at the writer's request. Dora Tarantula is a tarantula. Dora Pixie is a pixie, however with a love and fascination for baseball, which even Noguchi doesn't quite remember why he made that. Dora Bulgarana is a frog, Dora Ninja is a ninja, while some others were slightly odd, like Dora Endos, a pineapple octopus monster. Thank you everyone for watching. What has been your favourite Dora monster? Let us know in the comments below and subscribe to get notified when part 2 is released.